venue, Salle Bourgie, which is part of the Musée des Beaux-Arts, setting up for my first concert in front of people, human beings, in the flesh, since September of this year, with a project led by vocalist Alexandra Templier, Chant numéro 1. Very different project for me. It's a mixture of flamenco and electronics, flamenco and open improvisation, and it's a project I've been part of for many, many years, and we finally get to bring it to this beautiful venue. We've had this gig, we've had this show on the books for a year and a half, and we are very thankful that we still get to do this show in front of a reduced crowd, but in front of an in-person crowd nonetheless. Filming this is on Monday. We're in residency until Wednesday. Wednesday is the show in front of the public. So here we go. Day one down, mostly lighting and running the show. I have to say it's an amazing feeling to play this music in particular on a beautiful Steinway piano here at Salle Bourgie. I'm not really good at setting up the camera while we work. I kind of just have the habit of diving into the work. Ciao everybody, YouTube. Ciao. And it's starting to sound really good, look amazing. The scenography and lighting design, which is why we were here. We were originally booked for a staging residency, creative residency, and on that level it looks amazing. So I'm very, very happy to be part of this project. We'll be back tomorrow, Tuesday, day 2 of the residency, and we have more sound check and light check in the morning, and then in the evening we do our first show in front of press and bookers. It's my first show in front of people in 7 months, since September. done the sound check, done the final setup. Now we hit. We hit at 6 p.m., so in about 3 hours from now, for a group of 15 members of the press and arts presenters here in Montreal, Quebec. So first show in front of real live humans since September. So day 3, we're about 90 minutes from doors and 2 hours from showtime. We played last night for 13 people, presenters in the arts world and some friends, some media as well. And 2 things I noticed that, considering it's been 8 months since I've played in front of people, humans, 2 things I noticed were that I was way more nervous than I usually get. And because I don't usually get nervous, I don't really know how to deal with that on a physical level. So that was something interesting to note, that I might have to learn how to deal with nerves after 20 years of being a professional musician. And the other thing is that once people started applauding at the end of the show, I had I was nearly in tears. I felt some water in my eyes, and just kind of a physical, visceral reaction to the sound of applause, even though it was only 13 people. You know, it felt good. It felt really good. You know, especially in more artistic music, non-commercial music, there's often this kind of selfish attitude of, I make music for myself, I only make it for myself, and that it's kind of a personal, and maybe it's an egotistical thing to say as well, a selfish thing to say, that it's very much art that we believe in, that we choose to make for ourselves, to express ourselves. But applause, especially after 8 months of not having applause, of playing to empty theaters, empty studios, playing at home in front of a webcam, applause and appreciation for what we do in real time is very, very nice to have. Music is meant to be a social experience. It is meant to be shared with other people in real time. And last night was the biggest reinforcement of that feeling, the biggest reminder of that feeling, of why we get on stage in the first place, why we become so enamored of being on stage, and why we chose to do this as our profession, as our career. So tonight is a whole other ball game. Salle Bourgie, their full capacity is over 400 people. I think closer to 450, and we have about 75 to 80 people, I believe, coming tonight. This is the first time I've played for a crowd of that size since before March of 2020. So 14 months that I haven't played for a crowd of this particular size. And we'll see how it goes. I have a feeling it will be a very emotional experience once the applause starts at the end of the show. One thing I have noticed, even on my last gig in September of 2020 with Sonia Johnson, that was reduced capacity as well. The thing about these reduced capacity crowds is that the people really want to be there, and the attention that people pay to the music, especially maybe because it's their first time out in however many months, that level of attention and care and courtesy was really phenomenal to have. And I hope that as we all continue to reopen, as we all continue to rediscover what this industry, what this world is going to be like when we come out of this, I hope that we can hold on to that attention and courtesy to everybody, performers, staff, technicians, everybody just to extend that kind of courtesy and grace and love to people that we go to see. It was a really beautiful experience last night, and I'm looking forward to what tonight brings. I can't thank the team at Bourgie enough. This venue is stunning. They have worked really hard to keep it safe and clean. They have been incredibly gracious to us in the 3 days that we've been here. It is a true privilege to have 3 days to work on something with a consistent, solid crew. So thanks to everyone involved in this project and everybody at Bourgie. I'm gonna go get ready. Correction, I did play for a crowd of more than 13 people last summer with Octo Echo in a Huntsic Park. So this will be the first show indoors for more than 13 people since September of 2020. I'm gonna go upstairs, warm up a little bit more, get ready, deal with the newfound nerves that have come up in the past year and a half, and see you later.